Riot. I am here to make a video to show you how I made the main synth bass line in my Berdinsky remix that I released a few days ago. I don't know. Nobody taught me how to do these things when I really needed it, so hopefully you guys will benefit from this somewhat. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Let's do it. Alright, so we are going to be making this sound from this drop. Okay, so I just wanted to zoom in on Kontakt here for a minute and remake this synth patch from scratch, because it's really not that hard. The kind of coolest parts of the sound come from the effects, but there might be a useful lesson in here. So I have Kontakt open. You can use probably any sampler you want, even like a simpler in Ableton if you're an Ableton user. And I have this sample that I just have. Someone gave it to me along the way somewhere. It's nothing too crazy. Just a sort of synth ping. So I'm gonna pull it in. It's gonna automatically map it across the keys. If I hit that little wrench there, I can go to my mapping editor and just move the root note to A. Sorry, to A, because that's what it is. So, and I'll go to the wave editor and just set up a loop. It's not gonna matter unless you get to these like really high notes, but even then I don't think I will. I like to have the loop on there because sometimes it does really cool unexpected things. So the only thing that's sort of out of the norm, let me give it a little bit of attack there. Yeah. The only thing that's sort of out of the norm is if you go into script editor. This is really useful. I think a lot of people might not know that it's in here. Preset, factory, there's all these cool things that you can do inside of the software. One of them under performance is this portmanteau tool. Right now it's polyphonic, so we're gonna hit legato. So it moves the pitch around, so it mono triggers and keeps the point in the sample where it's playing from, even if you cut it off halfway through with a new note. And portmanteau is just glide. So now it kind of slides around all over the place. But only if the notes overlap. So like I can show you if I turn these off, this is what that exact same MIDI riff would sound like. Yeah, slightly less cool. So that takes some fine tuning, but play with that. It's a good thing to know exists. And now let's take a look at the plugin chain. BX Solo, this is by Brainworks. It's free. I really like their stuff a lot. All it's doing is putting it into mono. You can barely hear it, but I just wanted it to hit in the center since this is kind of the focal point. OTT, this is free also through the Xfer Records website. It kind of smashes all of the frequency bands. I think also oh no. Usually I roll off the low end before I do that because it'll get kind of out of whack. There's nothing special going on here. This is 100% depth, totally smashed. Then I have this Filter Freak. It's by Sound Toys. A couple months ago I got their full pack and it's incredible. So do it, buy it. This is where a lot of the movement comes in. So I'm gonna turn off this automation. It's kind of raspy when it's all the way up, but it's basically just an envelope following filter with a big resonance spike there. So it gives it a little bit of movement within each hit, since that sample has become kind of static after being resampled and smashed and stuff. And then I have an automation track here that just moves the center frequency, you know, along how I thought sounded good with the line. You can see it moving there. And then Decapitator, another one of the Sound Toys plugins. A lot of times after the messing with the filter stuff, it has a tendency to sound cheesy. So putting some distortion after it goes a long way to making it sound cool again. That's with it. I'll play it without again. So again, it's subtle, but Echo Boy, more Sound Toys. It's just one of their reverb settings that I tweaked a little bit. It just gives it some body. Then after that, Waves L2 smashes it back together with the reverb. Then Trash, more distortion. This is Isotope. So you can hear that's pretty extreme, but you really mainly hear it on the reverb tail. It kind of gives those spaces some thickness in between the notes. And then EQ, I think this is just... Yeah, it's just kind of damage control on some of those weird frequency spikes. So just cut out where it was looking a little bit too intense for the mix. And then it's sidechain down here at the bus with C1, another Waves thing. And that's it. So, man. Okay. So that's about it. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to explain anything that people want me to explain. I can put links to the plugins that I mentioned here in the in the description too. And I want to give a thank you shout out to Infuse. I was a little bit stuck with the sound when I saw him in LA about a month ago, and he gave me some great ideas with that envelope filter stuff. So I'll attach his social media stuff too. Follow him, he's great. And that's it. Thanks for watching.
I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I take what I want, don't make me